Good day, viewers. I welcome you to another episode of Newspaper Review on Unicris TV, and my name is DAFE. And with me here in the studio, I have
Matilda.
Grace Mama Chiubo.
We'll be looking at some of the top headlines we have here on our newspaper, and with me here is The Guardian. And one of the major headlines trending on the newspaper this morning, we have INEC denies extending voters registration, insists on June 30th as the deadline. You can find that on the page 2 of The Guardian newspaper.
Forecast still worsens. Black market booms at 300 naira per litre.
Here with me is the Punch. Sanu Nasu extends strike. FG hopeful on ASU.
We have Kumi advises politicians on choices of running mates. You can find that on the page 28 of The Guardian newspaper.
Edo made sentenced to death for drugging and killing Ibinejion's mother.
20 senators set to dump APC, party's majority under threat. You can find that in page 2.
We have gunmen kidnap soldier's wife, 6 others in Chiku local government. You can find that on the page 28 of The Guardian newspaper. We'll be going on a short break right now, and when we are back, we'll be giving you more insights on these major headlines we have here this morning on our newspaper. Stay tuned with us.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back, and this is Newspaper Review on Unicris TV. INEC denies extending voters registration, insists on June 30th as the deadline. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has denied the ongoing continuous voters registration, describing the report that it has agreed to extend the deadline by 60 days as follows. The exercise, which was supposed to end on June 30th, has been greeted by calls for the extension. Also, a Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has stopped INEC from ending the exercise until all eligible voters have been registered. Kalu acknowledged that INEC may not be able to adhere to the recently adopted motion of the House, which demanded extension of the exercise by 2 additional months in view of the extant provision of the Electoral Amendment and Act and the 1999 Constitution as amended.
I feel that INEC shortening the date is their way of preventing youth from voting, because youth of these days need enlightenment on how to vote, how to get their PVC. So youths need to be educated. They need to extend the date for voting or picking up their PVC in order for them to vote. This leads us to forecast still worsens. Black market booms at 300 naira per litre. Forecast still worsened in Lagos, the Federal Capital Territory, and other parts of the country on Tuesday, resulting in motorist spending. For oil marketers, the solution to the worsening fuel queues across the country is the federal government to approve an increase in the pump price of the commodity. Although some marketers had already raised the price of fuel in their outlets, they admitted the move had been approved by the government, noting that dealers could not sanction for selling above the regulated rates.
To add to what you said, actually, it seems like everything is escalating day by day, and it's really affecting the citizens. So what I'm going to say, because if fuel scarcity continues like this, black markets, they will be the one to gain very well, and that could actually affect the citizens. This leads us to the headline that says 20 senators set to dump APC, party's majority under threat. The majority control of all the Progressive Congress in the Senate is currently under threat as no fewer than 20 APC senators have concluded plans to defect to the People's Democratic Party, Labour Party, New Nigerian People's Party and others.
If 20 senators are said to dump APC party majority under threat, in my own opinion, I think this is not a good time for them to take part in such decision because elections are coming around the corner and this is not just the perfect time for them to engage in such acts right now.
Yes.
Looking forward to my headline, I have gunmen kidnap soldier's wife, 6 others in Chikun local government. 7 persons, including the wife of a military officer, were kidnapped on Tuesday night when bandits attacked Keke A and Keke B, areas of New Millennium City, Chikun Local Council in Kaduna State. Besides, the gunmen, according to the residents, started shooting sporadically around 11 p.m. till midnight before security operatives arrived to combat them. Meanwhile, abductors of the district head of Panyam in Mangu Local Council of Plateau State have reduced the ransom from 100 million to 10 million naira.
It keeps going from bad to worse. In the same vein, 2,079 died in 68 mass killings. No fewer than 68 killings were recorded in the country between January 1st, 2020 and June 9th, 2022. A report by SBN Intelligence has revealed. According to the report, a copy of which was obtained by our correspondent on Tuesday, at least 2,079 persons were killed in the 68 cases. It stated that 3 of the incidents were carried out by the state actors, while 50 of the incidents were done by bandits among others.
This could be likened to in the insecurity we are talking about, and in the causes of insecurities are bad government, unemployment, and so on and so forth. I could remember before people can work freely at any time, both midnight, anytime, but now you see people are being conscious of how they work because of this kidnapping stuff, and which is caused by the insecurity we are talking about. And that is why it's very necessary for citizens to play their part in voting for the right person. This is the bad government we are talking about. Vote for the right person.
The government should take necessary action on this issue of insecurity because it's already coming too much in the country, and I think they should work on these aspects.
Here with me is Sanu NASU extends strike, FG hopeful on ASU. The Joint Action Committee of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Allied Institutions said the ongoing strike will only be called off when the federal government meets members' demands.
This is preventing students from getting adequate education. The federal government waiting for ministers to sit before the students are given proper education is bad. The government needs to see to this and attend and address the issue properly.
My advice to students right now is not just to remain idle. They should look for skills to engage in and legitimate businesses that they can engage right now because the government has no solution for them at this stage.
That brings us to the end of this program. Hope you've had a wonderful time on this wonderful episode of Newspaper Review.
Don't forget to follow us on our social media handles, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Unicris TV.
Thank you for staying with us. I remain DAFE.
KJB Matilda.
Grace Mamachi Ubo.
Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. Stay with us, same time, same station, Newspaper Review on Unicris TV.